Good morning, students. Today we'll start ray optics and optical instruments. Okay. So in ray optics, very first, I'd like to explain some details first. See, some information regarding ray optics. I may not go in detail, but still. See, what do you mean by optics? Optics, it is a branch of physics which deals with study of nature, properties, sources, and propagation of light. In that again, we have got three branches. Try to have that idea. One is ray optics, one is called wave optics, and one is quantum optics. We don't have quantum optics right now. We have got ray optics and as well as wave optics. What is ray optics means? It is a branch of optics in which light is regarded as a ray. And here, it is a branch of optics, wave optics. It is a branch of optics in which light is regarded as a wave. Now, we concentrate only on ray optics. Okay. In ray optics, very first thing what we have is a reflection. Say reflection. What do you mean by reflection? That reflection due to plane mirror. Say in case of a plane mirror, if I take one plane mirror, you know the meaning of reflection also. We say normally bouncing back of light, bouncing back of light. Okay, in a way, say I take this as the reflecting surface, xy is the reflecting surface, and this will be the normal. Okay, I'll write this as the normal. Just this will be the normal here. Okay, normal to the surface we'll be putting like this. This is normal to the surface. This is the reflecting surface. A ray of light which is traveling in one medium, let me say this is one medium, strikes on reflecting surface and turns back into the same medium. That is called as reflection. A ray of light which is traveling in one medium strikes the reflecting surface and turns back into the same medium. That is called as reflection. Here you see properties of reflection. Probably you are all aware. One is the very first one is, say let me put this first. PQ, that is the incident ray. QR is the reflected ray. NQM is the normal. We say here properties of reflection like the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. That is the very first law. Okay. The second law we say like angle of reflection is always equal to angle of incidence. But most of the time students will be telling like angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Mathematically it is true. But whereas you have to tell like angle of reflection is always equal to angle of incidence. Reason for that is, say angle of reflection depends on angle of incidence. Angle of reflection depends on angle of incidence, but angle of incidence is independent. Angle of incidence is independent and angle of reflection depends on the angle of incidence. Okay, these things. So now here in case of again properties of reflection due to plane mirror. Some ideas try to have these ideas. Properties of reflection due to plane mirror. Due to plane mirror. See in plane mirrors, always will be getting a virtual image. If I have a plane mirror here and you have an object here, one object. If you take one object, you will always get one virtual image and as well as it is upright. Image in a plane mirror is always virtual and as well as upright or erect image. Okay. And again, distance of the image is equal to distance of the object. This is the object and this is I. See here also you observe how I am telling. I am not telling distance of the object is equal to distance of the image. I am telling distance of the image is equal to distance of the object. Because again, distance of the image depends on distance of the object. Okay. So now further, size of the image is always equal to size of the object. Size of the image is equal to size of the object. Probably you are getting it. Size of the image equals size of the object. Okay, now further, so the image is always laterally reversed. What is the meaning of laterally reversed means? You raise your right hand, it appears to be like left hand there. Okay, so that is image is laterally reversed. Image is virtual, upright image and laterally reversed. Next, if you would like to see your full image, if you would like to see your just these things you try to remember, there are proofs, especially in IAS syllabus, we have got all these proofs. Okay, so this is to see your full image. The minimum size of the mirror must be half of the size of the object. If the object height is, let me say, it is about some 0.6 meters. Object height is 0.6 meters. If you like to see this image completely, if you like to see the full image, minimum size of the mirror must be 0.3 and more than that. Okay, 0.3 meters. And again here, when a mirror is reflected, when mirror is turned through certain angle theta, remember even this. Say this is the initial position of mirror, let me say. And so here will be the normal. This is the normal here. Ray of light has been incident. Ray of light has been made to incident, and reflected ray is like this. This is a reflected ray. Now let me say the mirror has been turned through an angle theta. Turned through some angle theta. Then the reflected ray turns through twice the angle. These are all very common questions. So it will be like when mirror is rotated through an angle of 20 degree. What is the angle of rotation of reflected ray? Means it will turns through 2 theta. 2 theta means it will be 40 degree. Remember that. Further, when two mirrors are inclined with certain angle, here, certain angle theta, how many number of images are obtained? This is also important. This angle is theta here. You have kept one object here. So that depends on theta here. Formula you try to remember, n equals 360 by theta minus 1. N equals 360 by theta minus 1. Unless otherwise I mention, you take this as the formula. N equals 360 by theta minus 1. If theta is 60 degree, come and observe, theta is 60 degree, you'll be getting 5 images. If theta is 60 degree, number of images obtained will be 5, because 360 by 60 is 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. In case of if theta is 90 degree, number of images obtained will be 3. 360 by 90 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. Come on, in the same way you observe, if theta is 180 degree, come on, observe this. If theta is 180 degree, n will be 1 only. 360 by 180, 2 minus 1. That is, when you are keeping one mirror like this and one more mirror like this, 180 degree, and you are keeping one object somewhere here. So when you keep the object there, you'll get only one image. And when the mirrors are kept like this parallel to each other, that is theta is 0. When theta is 0 here, you'll get infinite number of images. Observe, when theta is 0 here, it will be infinity. N is infinity. This is important. Okay, n will be infinity. That thing you try to remember. But of course, you know very well, when two plane mirrors have been kept like this, this is the object. You will get one image here and one more image this side. And again, this image acts like an object for this mirror, one more image. And again, say this is the object, this is the object. Let me say this is I1 dash and this is I1. Two images are there. Now this I1 dash acts like an object for this mirror. You'll be getting one more here, I2. And again, this I1 acts like an object for this, and you'll be getting I1 double dash. So in that way, there will be many number of images will be there. Okay, that is one thing. Further, here in this case only, if 360 by theta is, some conditions are there. If 360 by theta is even, if it is an even number, roughly you can round it off. 360 by theta is even. Formula is this only. N equals 360 by theta minus 1. In case if 360 by theta is odd, try to remember this. If 360 by theta is odd, suppose something like 360 by theta is 72, I'll take. If I take 72, it will be 5. 360 by theta is 5. Then two cases arises. What you are supposed to remember is, if the object is placed symmetrically between the two mirrors, you have taken two mirrors. For the symmetric positioning of the object, somewhere symmetric position means perpendicular distance. If I take from here and here, it will be same. For symmetrical positioning, again you have to take this formula only. N equals 360 by theta minus 1. For an asymmetrical positioning, if the object is not lying symmetrically, then we take N equals 360 by theta. Okay, you remember all these things. Further about reflection, one more thing I would like to tell you. In reflection only, about some deviation and all, I'll be talking. If you have these ideas, especially for NEET and all, these things are very much required. So now I told like this is the surface, reflecting surface, XY is the reflecting surface. Always Even refraction, we call xy as a refracting surface. Here, this will be the normal here. This is the normal here. And this will be the incident ray. This is the incident ray. I call this as PQ as the incident ray. And this will be the reflected ray. This is QR is reflected ray. And now this is normal, NQM. NQM is normal. Okay. This is angle of incidence is I. And this angle of incidence is R. Now, what are the questions pertaining to CET first? We say like when a ray of light is incident at an angle of 30 degree, what is the angle of deviation? What is the angle of deviation? How to do this means, so when I is 30 degree here, what is deviation here means? Say ray of light is incident in this direction. It is getting reflected like this. Actually, you observe, if there is no surface, this reflecting surface is object. In absence of reflecting surface, this ray would have been traveled like this, would have been traveled in this way. Instead of moving like this now, it is turning like this. That means it was supposed to go like this, but because of the reflecting surface here, it is moving like this. So this is nothing but deviation. This is D. So now you try to remember that D is nothing but 180 minus 2i. 180 minus 2i. Why 180 minus 2i? This is I, this is R. R is nothing but I. R is nothing but I. This total angle is nothing but 180 degree. 180 minus 2i, D equals 180 minus 2i. If I say theta is, I is angle of incidence is 30 degree, what will be the deviation? If I is 30 degree, if I is 30 degree, deviation is nothing but 120 degree. Deviation is nothing but 120 degree. If I say angle of incidence is 60 degree, deviation is nothing but 60 only. Why? 180 minus 2i, 2 into 60, 120. It will be answer will be 60 degree only. Okay. This is one way. Still higher level, what they ask. One more here only. When a ray of light is incident along the normal, when a ray of light is incident along the normal, what is the deviation means? Usually students will tell 0. Okay, it is not 0. In case of refraction, it is true. In case of refraction, this is some denser medium. This is some denser medium. And so that is rarer medium. Other side is rarer medium. You are allowing a ray of light along the normal. It passes undeviated. Deviation is 0. But here, in case of reflection, the ray which was coming like this, it will be reflected back, turns back. Turns back means angle is 180 degree. Okay. Deviation will be 180 degree. Okay. Now mathematically, if you want, you check. Mathematically, use this formula. I is 0. When I is 0 here, what is this? 180 minus 2i. It is deviation is 180 degree. But what I was telling, one more little higher level, how they can ask questions means, when a ray of light is incidenting at a glancing angle of 30 degree, they say glancing angle of 30 degree. What do you mean by glancing angle? You try to remember. This is angle of incidence. That is the angle between ray and the normal is nothing but angle of incidence. What is glancing angle means? The angle between the reflected surface and the incident ray. This is called as glancing angle. Let me call it as alpha. Whenever I give alpha, alpha is 60 degree, alpha is 30 degree, let me say glancing angle of 30 degree, then I must be 60 degree. Take it in that way. I must be 60 degree. Because 90 minus 30, I is 60. Now again, use this formula and calculate. Okay. But overall, it is in a different way. When I give glancing angles 30, deviation is always twice of it. Always it is twice of it. If you are a little more intelligent, you can do that. If I say alpha is 40 degree, alpha is 40 degree. What is I? I is 50 degree. I is 50 degree. Use this in this formula. D equals 180 minus 2 into 50. 2 into 50, 100. That is 180 minus 100 is 80. Is not twice of this, twice of 40 degree. If you have that idea. But when a ray is reflected by two mirrors, you try to have one more formula. When it is reflected by two mirrors, then it will be D equals 360 minus 2i. D equals 360 minus 2i you will be getting. Okay. Just let us have these things in our mind and then we'll proceed. And all the questions are whatever I'm going to give, almost NEET and JEE main level questions. Okay. We'll discuss them. So now we'll see the material one by one. We'll be seeing the questions here. Click. Okay. Okay. A plane mirror makes an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal. If a vertical ray strikes the mirror, find the angle between mirror and reflected ray. These are not very easy questions. You see, the question is like a plane mirror makes an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal. If a vertical ray strikes the mirror, find the angle between mirror and reflected ray. Okay, mirror and reflected ray. Now, let me say this is the horizontal. This is horizontal. Okay, this is the horizontal line. A plane mirror is making an angle of 30 degree. A plane mirror is making an angle of 30 degree. Let me say this is the plane mirror here. This is the plane mirror. And so this angle is 30 degree. Okay. If a vertical ray strikes the mirror, find the angle between mirror and reflected ray. Here, normal to this plane mirror first. Normal to plane mirror. Let me put like this. Normal means this side and this side, it must be 90 degree. Vertical ray means, say this is vertical to the horizontal. Okay, let me put it in this way. Let me put like this. See here, vertical ray means I'll take one ray like this. This is the vertical ray. This will be reflected back. This will be reflected back. Come on, observe. Observe what I am doing. You try to observe here. Say that is the incident ray is vertical ray and it is getting reflected. It is getting reflected here. Then angle between mirror and normal is how much? Mirror and normal, that will be 90 degree. So that angle will also be 30. Say this angle will also be 30. You observe that from geometry and you are putting like this. Say this is the vertical thing. When this is 30, this will be 60 and this will be 30 and this angle will also be 30. And this is the reflected ray. Reflected ray is this. Between reflected ray and the mirror, it must be 60 degree. Answer is 60 degree. Come on, observe this once again. You just go through, you try to have an idea. A plane mirror makes an angle of 30 degree with horizontal. If a vertical ray strikes the mirror, find the angle between mirror and the reflected ray. Here only the thing is, vertical it is falling. What should be the angle of incidence? That you should have an idea. Okay, how to get that idea means, this is 30 degree, this is vertical. Come on, you just take like this. This will be 90 and this is 60 degree. When this is 60 degree here, say this is normal here, then this angle will be, this angle, vertical angle, this will be 60. When this is 60, this angle will be 60 degree. Then what should the angle of incidence means? Angle of incidence must be 30 and it reflects through an angle 30 degree. Now between this and this again, it is 90 degree. When this is 30, this must be 60 degree. This is how we have to do. Okay. So next. Two vertical plane mirrors are inclined at an angle of 60 degree with each other. A ray of light traveling horizontal is reflected first from one mirror and then from the other. The resultant deviation is, already I had given the formula. Say here, in this case, D equals, in this case, D equals 360 minus 2i or 2 theta. See here, two vertical plane mirrors are inclined at an angle of 60 degree with each other. A ray of light traveling horizontally is reflected first from one mirror and then from the other. The resultant deviation, it is nothing but 360 minus 120. Answer is 240 degree. Come on, answer is this, 240 degree. Okay. So now further, next question. A person is in a room whose ceiling and two adjacent walls are mirrors. How many images are formed? Quite important one. You see here, in any room, let me say a ceiling is mirror and two adjacent walls are mirrors. It is like two adjacent walls, these are mirrors, and as well as ceiling is also a mirror. In such a case, if I take one object, first observe these two. These are at 90 degree. This is 90 degree. If I take this as the object, how many number of images are observed means 3 images. That formula is n equals 360 by theta minus 1. From this formula, we are getting that as n equals 360 by theta minus 1. You will be getting 3 images. Now those 3 images will act like objects for the ceiling. See now here, let me say this is 1 and this is 1. This is like 2 adjacent walls. You have an object here. You will have 3 images. These 3 images will act like an object for the ceiling, 6 images. And one more is object is there, object's image will also be there. So overall it will be 7 images. Come on, you try to have an idea. Two mirrors are perpendicular to each other, and even ceiling is also perpendicular to each other. When I take this as the object, there will be 3 images. These 3 images will act like an object for the ceiling, 3 more images. And object's image will also be seen in it. Object's image will also be seen in it. Okay, then it will be number of images will be 7. Okay, so now a ray of light makes an angle of 10 degree with the horizontal above it and strikes a plane mirror which is inclined at an angle theta to the horizontal. The angle theta for which the reflected ray becomes vertical is. Come on, so a ray of light makes an angle of 10 degree with the horizontal above it and strikes a plane mirror which is inclined at an angle theta to the horizontal. The angle theta for which the reflected ray becomes vertical. See here, one horizontal line I'll be taking, one horizontal line. This is the horizontal line. Ray of light make an angle of 10 degree with horizontal above it and strikes a plane mirror which is inclined at an angle theta to the horizontal. Say this is a plane mirror now. This is the plane mirror. I'm taking this as the plane mirror here. And so this is the horizontal. This is horizontal. This is making an angle theta. This side and this side, both angle is theta. Okay. Now what exactly we are telling, that is important. A vertical ray. Say for this, let me say here only, for this plane mirror, this would be the normal. Plane mirror, this would be the normal. Now one vertical ray is striking this. Vertical ray strikes this. Okay. At an angle what? A ray of light makes an angle of 10 degree with the horizontal above it and strikes a plane mirror which is inclined at an angle theta to the horizontal. The angle theta for which the reflected ray becomes vertical. Reflected ray becomes vertical means, and so here I have to take it in this way. This is the angle of incidence. Angle of incidence is 10 degree. Say that angle of incidence, that is actually this value is 10 degree. This value will be 10 degree. And this I'll take it as theta. When it reflects back here, this angle will also be theta. Come on here, you try to observe that. Here this theta plus 10 must be 90 degree. Come on, observe this. This is theta here and this is 10 degree. When this is 10 degree, this angle must be theta. Say here, this is normal. This angle must be 90 degree. When I say this is 10 degree here, when this is 10 degree, this angle will be theta. And this angle, we are not written properly. The normal might be like this. So now theta angle between this and this, totally it should be 90 degree. When that is 90 degree here, what I can write is theta plus 10 degree. Theta plus 10 degree will be equal to 90 degree. Theta plus 10 degree must be 90 degree. Andre 2 theta plus 2 theta must be equal to 80 degree. Then theta must be 40 degree. Yes. Theta equals 40 degree. And of course, these are all higher level questions. You have to give concentration and then only you will learn. Okay. Now further, next question. A ray of light incident on the first mirror parallel to the second. Very, very important one. A ray of light incident on the first mirror parallel to the second and is reflected from the second mirror parallel to first mirror. The angle between the two mirrors. Say angle between the two mirrors. So there are two mirrors have been inclined at certain angle. We don't know the angle. These are all just to say you have to imagine and then you have to do it. It is not that easy here. Say two mirrors have been inclined at certain angle. Certain angle, let me say it is theta. Now what we are telling is a ray of light. This is the M1. Let me say this is the mirror 1. This is mirror 2. Anyway. A ray of light which is parallel to second mirror or first mirror. In any way you take a ray of light incident on the first mirror parallel to the second. This is the second one I am taking. This is second mirror. This parallel I am taking one ray of light. And so after reflection, what we are telling is after reflection from the second mirror, it goes in what way means. Say this is the normal here. This is the normal. It comes like this. Let me say. It comes in this way, and again it will be coming in this direction. Okay, let me show that a little. say this might be, this is normal might be like this here. Normal, I'll be taking normal like this. Normal is somewhere here I'll be writing. And so this will be reflected back. It will be reflected back. This will be the normal. And again here what I am telling, this is the normal. And while reflecting back, it is coming out parallel to the first mirror. Observe this. Idu incident ray. PQ is the incident ray. PQ is parallel to M2. PQ is parallel to M2. After reflection, this is R. RS is QR is reflected ray. And again, second reflection RS. This RS is parallel to the M1. RS is parallel to M1 here. I hope you're getting it. This is the situation. Okay. That is the meaning of it. A ray of light incident on the first mirror parallel to the second and is reflected from the second mirror parallel to first mirror. The angle between two mirrors. Come on. You observe this. When this is theta, when this is theta here, when the angle is theta, this angle must be theta. Probably you are aware of it because this and this are parallel. Iveredu parallel ಇದೆ. Parallel ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ when this angle is theta, that angle must be theta. When that is theta here, these angles, whatever it might be, this and this are equal. So this must also be theta. That must also be theta. And in the same way here, when this is theta here, say this is parallel and this is parallel. When this is theta, this angle must be theta. When that angle is theta here, this angle should also be theta because these two are, we are not writing properly here. The angles, this angle and this angle must be equal. This will also be theta. In such a case, you say theta plus theta plus theta, that must be equal to 180 degree. From geometry it is. Now 3 theta is 180 degree. When 3 theta is 180 degree, theta must be 60 degree. This is the answer. Theta must be 60 degree. Okay. Only if it is theta is 60 degree and when a ray is parallel to one and if it reflects back parallel to the other one, the angle that must be, theta must be 60 degree. Explanation is just this. You have to write one figure and then this, if I take this as the theta, this must be theta. And when it is returning back, this must also be theta. When this is theta, this should be theta. When this angle is theta, this will also be theta. Now theta plus theta plus theta, 3 theta, all are equal. Okay. It is an equilateral triangle. Okay. Now, further. A point object is placed midway between two plane mirrors, distance A apart. The plane mirror forms an infinite number of images due to multiple reflections. The distance between the nth order image formed in the two mirrors. This is also very, very important. You see here, and I am taking two plane mirrors. This is one plane mirror, and this is another plane mirror. Distance between them, I am taking it as A. This is the distance between them as A. I am taking one object exactly midway. This is the object. From here to here, it is A by 2. And similarly, from here to here also, it is A by 2. This distance is A by 2. Now one image, let me say, this image is I1. This image is I1. And here I take it as I1 dash, this I1 dash. Okay. Now what is the distance between these two images first? Say from here to here A by 2 means illinda ilige A by 2 adre illinda iligu A by 2 agbeku. This is A by 2 and this is also A by 2. Distance between I1 dash is nothing but 2A. Observe madi. Because distance between the mirrors is A. This is A by 2 and that is also A by 2. Total the distance is 2A. Next, you say this is image I1. I1 is at a distance for this mirror M1, let me say, and this is M2 in any way. This is M1, okay, M1 dash I'll take. From M1 dash, I1 is at a distance of 3A by 2. Observe that. Because illinda ilge A ide. From here to here it is A by 2. Total distance is how much? 3A by 2. Where do you get one more image? See here, one more image. For the I1 image will be I2 dash. You are getting I2 dash at a distance of 3A by 2. This distance will be 3A by 2. Observe this. This distance will be 3A by 2. Similarly, this I1 dash, this is from this mirror, note E mirror in the This is a plus a by 2. This is at a distance of 3a by 2. So one more image here, one more image. This will be I2. This distance is again 3a by 2. From here to here, distance is 3a by 2. In that way, one more if I take, what will happen now? This distance from here to here, 3a by 2 plus a, 3a by 2 plus a, 5a by 2. You'll get one more image somewhere here in that way. Now you find out I2 dash distance. What will be I2 dash? Distance between I2 and as well as I2 dash. That's the second image. 3a by 2 plus a. 3a by 2 plus 3a by 2. That will be 3a plus this distance a. It will be 4a. You observe here. When n is 1, you got 2a. When n is 2, you got 4a. When n is 3, I'm telling 5a by 2 plus a. 5a by 2 plus 5a by 2, 5a plus a, it will be 6a. Okay. So now for third image, it will be 3a. Then what can be the answer means? For nth image, distance is 2na. Remember, very, very important. What I suggest is have some idea. You got some idea. Completely, if not understood, no problem. Just work out on that. You got the concept, how to go ahead. You got the concept. Once again, you work out and get the answer. That is 2na. Okay. So next. Say here, two plane mirrors. This is also very, very important. Two plane mirrors P and Q are aligned parallel to each other as shown in the figure. A light ray is incident at an angle of theta at a point just inside one end of A. The plane of incidence coincides with plane of the figure. The maximum number of times the ray undergoes, including the first one they are telling before it emerges. Okay. Here actually, this is L by, this is L by d sin theta. Looks like 1. It is L by d sin theta everywhere. This is LD tan theta and this is d by L tan theta. Come on, observe matter. See here, ray of light is coming and striking this. Okay. Now with the same angle, it will be coming back. Okay. Same angle, it will be moving back. I take this distance as x now. And again, what will happen? And again here, there will be a reflection. And again, there will be a reflection. Again, reflection. Again, reflection. Like this. Again, somewhere like this, let me say. Come on, you observe this. From here to here, this is from here to here, x. Again, from here to here, it will be x. Say, this is also x only. This is x. And again, this is x. If I take further, you say, this will be x. That is the reason I'm putting, here I'm putting, this is x. For each and every reflection, the distance covered is x. I hope you're getting it. For each and every reflection, distance covered is x. How many x are there means? Let me assume it as nx. Here, nx equals L. Try to have this in your mind. Say it is very simple. When it reflects back, the distance covered is x. That is per reflection. For this reflection again, this x is there already. This will be x. That is nothing but this is x, this is x, this is x. So nx equals L. How many number of reflections are there means I have to find out n. N is nothing but n is nothing but L by x. That's it. L by x. Now here, when this is theta, this angle will also be theta. Observe only this triangle here. Only observe this triangle. If you observe this triangle, what can be tan theta? Come on, you say in that triangle, tan theta equals, tan theta is x by L. X by L. See here theta x by L. So what is x equals means? What is x equals here? I mean, what we need, n is L by x and x is required. X is L tan theta you will be getting. And this distance is, I mean, this is not L. This distance has not been given actually. This distance is d. So now here, this is x by d you will get. L is total length. L is total length. And this distance is d here. Tan theta equals x by d. What is x means? X is nothing but d tan theta. Correct? Don't get confused anywhere. This is tan theta equals x by d. This distance is d. Okay. That is actually they are not given in the figure. It is there. D is there. The distance between them is d. Okay. Then what is n means? L by d tan theta. L by D tan theta. This is the answer. That is, two plane mirrors P and Q are aligned parallel to each other as shown in the figure. In the figure, D has been given here. I didn't say this. D has been given. This D is nothing but D here. Okay, the plane of incidence coincides with the plane of the figure. The maximum number of times the ray undergoes before it emerges out is. Okay, so this is L by D tan theta. Next, when a plane mirror and a person are moving towards each other with same velocity v, then velocity of the image. Here, few things I would like to tell you. See, there is a plane mirror. Come and observe these things. There is a plane mirror. There is a plane mirror. This is also a common question. We'll be telling like one small insect or something. It is moving towards the plane mirror with some 0.3 centimeter per second. 0.3 centimeter per second. It is moving. Okay, image will be there. When object moves this way, image moves in the opposite direction. You are aware of it. You know, you observe this. When there is a plane mirror, you just do that experiment. When there is a plane mirror, image will be moving towards you. Okay. So now here I say like one object is say here. There is a plane mirror. Object is moving towards the plane mirror with certain speed. Object is, this is the object, it is moving in this direction with the x centimeter per second or x millimeter per second. Image will also be moving in the opposite direction. Come in here, what you should remember is, what is the speed of the image means? X centimeter per second. What is the velocity of the image means? You have to write minus x, because velocity includes direction. When you are moving in this way, image is moving opposite, you have to say minus. Okay. What is the relative speed or relative velocity means? It will be 2x, because object is moving like this and image is moving in the opposite way. If this is v and this is v, this will become 2v. Remember this. Okay. Now here it is different. It is still higher level. What is that means? A plane mirror and a person are moving towards each other. Say here a person is there, plane mirror is there. When the person starts moving in this direction, and actually the relative velocity of the image will be 2v. But when the mirror is at rest, it is 2v. But when the mirror starts moving towards it, and again mirror is also moving this way with velocity v, so total it will be 3v. Total it will be 3v. Say if the mirror is at rest, when object is moving like this, image will be moving overall with a relative speed of 2v. Okay. But whereas when the mirror starts moving here, mirror also starts moving in this direction, the velocity v, that will be added up. So answer will be 3v. Here answer is 3v. Okay. So now further, a ray reflected successively from two plane mirrors inclined at a certain angle undergoes deviation of 300 degrees. The number of images observable are. Very good question. Interlinked question. A ray reflected successively from two plane mirrors inclined at a certain angle undergoes a deviation of 300 degrees. The number of images observed are. See here, D is deviation has been given. Deviation is 300 degree. Deviation is 300 degree. You know the formula for a deviation is 360 minus theta. 360 minus theta. So this is 300 equals 360 minus theta. Then what is theta means? Theta is nothing but 60 degree. I don't know to explain any calculations here. Theta is 60 degree. This is for CET level. But still one more step ahead they had given. What is that means? How many number of images are observed? Two concepts you are supposed to consider. 360 by theta minus 1. First you have to calculate theta. First you have to calculate theta. Theta is 60 degree. For that you have to use not 180 minus 2i. Okay. That is, that will be 30 degree. This is 360 minus 2 theta. 360 minus 2 theta. 2 theta is 60 degree. Theta is 30 degree here. When say one formula from a single mirror, if it is getting reflected, remember it is 180 minus 2i or 2 theta. When from two mirrors it is getting reflected, it is 360 minus 2 theta. 300 equals 360 minus 2 theta. 2 theta is 60 degree. Theta is 30. When theta is 30, here number of images will be 11. 360 by 30 is 12. 12 minus 1, it is 11. Very good question. Okay. So further, we'll talk about some other questions pertaining to convex mirror, concave mirror, and all these things. For this, I'll give some concepts here and then go ahead. Say whether it is a mirror, convex mirror or convex mirror. Say convex mirror, we take like this. I don't explain much about this. Outer surface is silvered and inner surface is well polished. This is nothing but concave mirror. This is the pole of the mirror, and this is the principal focus, and this is center of curvature. And you know here, formula for this is R equals 2F, whether it is convex or concave. R is nothing but 2F. And again, I don't want to discuss about all these things like when object is kept at infinity, image will be formed at focus. Beyond C, between F and C. At C, if I take the object, image will be obtained at C only. When I take here between F and C, image will be obtained beyond C. At F, if I take the object, you will get at infinity. Between F and P, you will get a virtual image. Say that is, it will be reflected like this. It will be reflected in this way. One more, if I take like this through the center of curvature, when I produce these two things here, a virtual and upright image, highly magnified image will be obtained. That is concave mirror. So now what is convex mirror means? Convex mirror, you know that convex mirror is inner surface is silvered, outer surface is well polished. Say this is the convex mirror. Inner surface is silvered and outer surface is well polished. Okay, this is anywhere in front of the convex mirror, you take an object, always you will get highly diminished image. But one thing particularly you try to remember, say this is F, and so this will be C. I'm taking this is C. Say this is C and this is F. So the ray diagram also you try to remember. One ray parallel to the principal axis we are taking. You know, in case of a convex mirror, it appears to be diverged. One more ray you are taking from here to center of curvature. So it cuts here. When this is the object here, AB is the object, A dash B dash will be the image. You observe, anywhere in front of convex mirror you take the object, always you'll get image behind. Between F and P only, remember that. Image distance will be always less than F. Always it is less than F. You have to remember that. Okay. This is convex mirror. In case of convex mirror, always you will be getting a virtual upright image, highly diminished or smaller in size. We can take like smaller in size. Okay. So now formula wise, R equals 2F. I told already R equals 2F. Next mirror formula 1 by V plus 1 by U equals 1 by F. This is called mirror formula. Now in case most of the time we require V, 1 by V equals 1 by F minus 1 by U. This can be written as UF, U minus F. So better thing is always V equals, whenever I ask, you have this formula in your mind, UF by U minus F. This is one thing. And again, magnification is always, keep noting down all these things. Magnification is I by O, size of the image by size of the object. It can be written as minus V by U. And if you do it in terms of magnification, you'll be getting this as F by F minus U, you'll be getting F by F minus U. And F minus V by F also. Try to remember all these things. F minus V by F. Okay. This is for linear objects. Linear objects means the objects have been kept perpendicular to the principal axis. Okay. In case of longitudinal means you are keeping an object like this. You are keeping an object in this way. This is the object. Image. How will be the image and magnification? M equals I by O. But this is minus of V2 minus V1 divided by U2 minus U1. U2 U1 andre eno andre, this is, say this is the object. For this image will be somewhere here. For this image will be at different place. This also behaves like an object. This also behaves like an object. This distance I'll take it as U1, let me say. And from here to here, I'll take it as U2. What is V1 for U1? What is V2 for U2? You have to calculate. Then you have to write it as minus of V2 minus V1 divided by U2 minus U1. That will be the magnification. Okay. Now aerial magnification also, aerial magnification it will be m square. Okay, I'll tell you those things. Now we'll take up these questions and we'll be explaining this first, very first one. A convex mirror of focal length f. For convex mirror, focal length is taken as positive. That is sign convention. For concave mirror, focal length is always taken as negative. Okay, but object distance for anything, whether it is a convex mirror or concave mirror, object distance is taken as negative only. You know, y means this is the pole, this is f here, and so this is c. When I keep an object somewhere here, let me say object here, you will get the image here, somewhere, image here. Object distance, you are measuring distance from pole to the object. Direction of incidence is like this. You are taking the opposite direction you are taking. So u must be negative. Here f is also negative. Radius of curvature is also negative. But for this one, for this convex mirror, if you take convex mirror, say here, this is f and this is c. This is the object here. Object distance is negative only because this is pole. We are measuring from the pole in the direction of opposite direction of incidence. So this will be negative only. But whereas f is taken as positive, why f is taken as positive means we are measuring the distance from pole to this side. F is positive. You remember, for convex mirror f is positive, for concave mirror f is negative. Okay, now here a convex mirror of focal length f forms an image which is 1 by n times the object. 1 by n times the object. The distance of the object from the mirror we are asking. So you go for this formula. Which formula? M equals f by f minus u. Write down this. M equals f by f minus u. M is what? 1 by n times. In a convex mirror, it is always plus only because it is virtual image and it is an upright image. Upright images, magnification is taken as positive. Inverted images, real images are always inverted. Inverted images are taken as negative. Virtual upright images are taken as positive. So f is positive here, f by, and again f minus of minus here, it will become plus here. Minus u, a convex mirror of focal length f forms an image which is 1 by n times the object, the distance of the object from the mirror. Distance of the object from the mirror, m minus u, right, as it is. So now you try to find out. U, if you try to find out u here, nf equals f minus u you are getting. Okay, nf equals f minus u. Take u this side. When I take u this side, it will become n minus 1 or nf minus f. Nf minus f equals minus u. This is nothing but n minus 1 into f. N minus 1 into f. That is nothing but minus u. U is n minus 1 into f. For u, always we are writing minus. So answer is n minus 1 into f you will be getting. That's minus of, if you want minus of, but you can take it as n minus 1 into f. This is also quite an important one. Whenever I give convex mirror, take it as u is nothing but n minus 1 into f. Okay, next. An object 5 centimeter tall is placed 1 meter from a concave spherical mirror which has a radius of curvature of 20 centimeter, the size of the image. Very first, while reading only, you try to have a conclusion whether it is a concave or convex. So it is a concave spherical mirror which has a radius of curvature 20 centimeters. Very first conclusion is f is minus 10 centimeter. F is minus 10. How you are getting it? R equals 2f, f equals r by 2. That is minus I am telling. So that will be minus 10. And again here I by o equals, again magnification we are giving, I by o equals, just now I told this is better always, f by f minus u, f by f minus u. You do the calculations if you do it. Say o is 5 centimeters, you have to find out the size of the image. You have to find. I equals o into, okay, let us do this first, minus 10 divided by minus 10, minus of minus, it will be plus 1. Object is placed at a distance of 1 meter. That will be plus 1. Okay, plus 1 means I'll take it as 100. Reason is, that is u is minus 1 meter. Minus 1 meter means minus 100 centimeters, I'll write, because everything has been given in centimeters. So then this calculation becomes minus 10 divided by 90. Minus 10 divided by 90. It is minus 1 by 9. Now what is I equals means? I equals O into minus 1 by 9. O is nothing but 5, minus 5 by 9. Minus 5 by 9 means you will get minus 0.55 centimeter. Minus 0.55 centimeter. That minus sign indicates it is an inverted image. It is an inverted image. So answer is minus 0.55 centimeter. Come on, you see formula is I by Y equals F by F minus U. F is minus 10. Here F is minus 10. U is minus of minus. That will become plus. So minus 1 by 9. So then I equals O into minus 1 by 9. That will be minus 5 by 9. I equals minus 5 by 9 means 5 by 9 is nothing but 0.55. Object is far away. You will get a smaller sized image. Okay. So that is. Now next. Next one, it is an object of length 2.5 centimeter is placed at a distance of 1.5 f from a concave mirror, where f is the magnitude of the focal length of the mirror. The length of the object is perpendicular to the principal axis. The length of the image is. So have some idea very first. An object of length 2.5 centimeter is placed at a distance of 1.5 f. It is a concave mirror. It is a concave mirror. Come on, you say, by seeing the options, you can get the answer. You need not calculate only here. This is F, and so this is C. You are keeping an object at 1.5 times F. That means somewhere between F and C you are putting. When you are keeping an object between F and C, where do you get the image means? Highly magnified, or otherwise magnified, may not be highly magnified. It is magnified image you are getting. And what sort of image means? Inverted. It must be inverted. When it is inverted means which option is correct? This is erect, and so answer must be 5 centimeter inverted. This is the answer without going for any calculations. So if you want mathematical proof, again it is nothing. I by O equals, again the same way I by O equals, just now I have shown F by F minus U. F by F minus U. I equals, okay, I equals O is erect, that is 2.5. Erect is positive, so 2.5. F is F only, I'll write. F is this, and then this will be what? Minus F. Okay, I'll take it as minus F. This is minus F. This will be minus F plus 1.5 F. Come on, observe. Y plus 1.5 F. U is nothing but minus 1.5 F. U is nothing but minus 1.5 F. Then you go for the calculations. 2.5 into minus F divided by 0.5 F. This is 0.5 F. Here F and F cancels. So you will get minus 2.5 divided by 0.5 is nothing but 1 by 2. What are you getting? Minus 5 centimeters. That will be enough. 5 centimeters inverted. That minus indicates it is inverted. But I am telling, if you are intelligent, you need not do these things. If you are smart enough, you need not do all these things. By seeing this, you have to. When you have to calculate, let me say I had given one more option, 15 centimeter inverted, 15 centimeter inverted, or 10 centimeter inverted. Then you have to do the calculation. Otherwise, calculation model is sitting illa. 3 options they had given erect or upright. So one option must be inverted. Okay, that is. Next. A convex mirror has a focal length f. A real object placed at a distance f in front of it from the pole produces an image. These things you should have it in our mind. Now I'll be doing it and I'll be showing it. How to get that I'll be showing. See, it is a convex mirror. It is a convex mirror. At a distance equal to f. Sometimes quite intelligently students will give answer as at a distance equal to f means as if you are keeping at the principal focus. You will take the answer as infinity. It is not infinity. Where it will be infinity? In a concave mirror, it is infinity. But in a convex mirror, you don't get that. Because convex mirror, focus is here, and this is the center of curvature. Where do you keep the object at focus? When you keep the object at focus, you are keeping object behind the mirror. ಇಲ್ಲಿ convex mirror ಅಲ್ಲಿ you are keeping object here means where do you get the reflection? No reflection, nothing. You are putting that towards which side? Towards which side you are putting here? Towards the silvered surface. At a distance equal to f, at a distance equal to f means this distance. And you know here answer definitely infinity you rule out. F you rule out, 2f you rule out. Why? Answer is f by 2. Why f by 2? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ವೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮಿರರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಫ್. ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಫ್, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಎಫ್, ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ, ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ 2f, it must be f by 2. Okay. Now calculations wise, if you want v equals formula, you say uf by u minus f. Already I have told, I asked you to remember this. U is minus f into f. Positive this is in convex mirror, focal length is positive but distance is minus f. U is minus f, minus of minus u, I mean f is positive, minus u, minus f. U is minus f and this is, you are getting this is f into f. Now this will be minus f square divided by minus f square divided by minus 2f, minus 2f. 1f cancels, minus cancels. What is the answer? F by 2. F by 2. That is f by 2. Suppose in case, come on, some general formula for especially for higher level, I'll try to provide. In case if u equals 2f, u equals 2f, that is like minus 2f only. Even if they say 2f, a convex mirror has a focal length f, a real object is placed at a distance 2f. In case if they give 2f, what will be v? You try to do minus 2f into f, minus 2f into f divided by minus 2f minus f. What do you get now? 2f square minus 2f square divided by minus 3f. F cancels and minus cancels. 1f is cancelled. 2f by 3. Say, what I mean here is what you are supposed to remember for the higher level. I am telling you. When u is f, come on, when u is f, v is f by 2. When u is 2f, when u is 2f, v is 2f by 3. When u is 3f, when u is 3f, you calculate, you will get it as 3f by 4, exactly, 3f by 4. Meaning of which is, when u is nf, when u is nf, I need that formula. If you can remember that, that will be helpful. When u is nf, u is n times f, what will be v means? You have to write like nf by n plus 1, nf by n plus 1. You observe 2f, 2f by 3, 3f, 3f by 4. 4f if I ask her, don't do anything, 4f by 5, 5f, 5f by 6. I hope ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಈ ತರ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. b equals nf by n plus 1. You're just not getting the answer for this. If it is in the other way, how? But if you are smart, you say you need not calculate. Answer is f by 2. Okay, so that is next. Two objects A and B, when placed one after another in front of a concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeter, form images, not from it is, form images. This is form images, FORM, form images of same size. Size of the object A is 4 times that of B. Size of the object A is 4 times that of B. If object A is placed at a distance of 50 centimeter from the mirror, what should be the distance of B from the mirror? Come on, you have to read once again, then only you will get it. Come on, read that. Two objects A and B, when placed one after another in front of a concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeter, form images of same size. Image ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, image same size image ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Size of the object is 4 times that of B. If the object A is placed at a distance of 50 centimeter from the mirror, so what should the distance of B from the mirror? That is what we are asking. Come on again, what to do, you know? I by O equals, I by O equals, formula is just this only, will be applying. I by O equals F by F minus U. F by F minus U. First, let me take IA by OA. IA by OA. Observe first. IA by OA equals F by F minus UA. That distance has been provided. Only that distance has been provided to us, F minus UA. Similarly, IB by OB. IB by OB. Note correct again. IB by OB for the object B. F is common. F by F minus UB. F minus UB. Now divide one by the other. When you divide one by the other, here I'll remove this now and I'll take that. IA by OA. IA by OA into OB by IB. We'll be getting OB by IB equals what do you get? F minus UB. F minus UB divided by F minus UA. Come on, see that calculation. Just you are dividing one by the other. F minus UB will go to the numerator. We know IA by IB is 1. Why IA by IB is 1? They had given same size. Images of same size. Now OB by OA. Come on, OB, OA, size of the object B. Size of the object B. Object A is 4 times the size of that. Then I can write 4 into OB. F minus UB. I don't know UB. Now F minus, that is F minus. Okay, I'll put F minus. This is minus 50. Minus 50. Because for UA it is 50 has been given. Then say this cancels. And again further I'll remove this. And I'll be doing just calculation here. 1 by 4 equals not correct, minus 10 minus UB divided by minus 10 plus 50. You just calculate and find out UB. Cross multiply and you find out UB will be minus 20 centimeter. That is, answer is 20 centimeter. Okay, you cross multiply this. This will be what? Minus 10 plus 50, it is 40. 40 by 4 is 10. It has been reduced. 10 equals minus 10 minus UB. Okay, then UB equals, you bring that UB this side, then it will become minus 10 minus 10. It is nothing but minus 20. Very good questions at the level of NEET and JEE Mains. Two objects A and B, when placed one after another in front of a concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeter, form images of same size. Size of object A is 4 times. Note down, then only you will get it. Formula is nothing but I by O equals F by F minus U. Okay. So next it is, come on, a square of side 3 centimeter is placed at a distance of 25 centimeter from a concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeter. The center of the square is at the axis of the mirror and the plane is normal to the axis. The area enclosed by the image of the wire. Say square of side 3 centimeter, square of side 3 centimeter has been placed, 3 centimeter has been placed. So this is the concave mirror at a distance of 25 centimeter, at a distance of 25 centimeters. This is F and this is C, that is 10 centimeters. Somewhere here you are putting one square such that the center of which is, that is like this you are putting, not it in this way, we are putting it in this way. Okay, that is, we are putting it like this, 25 centimeter from a concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeters. The area enclosed by the image of the wire. So it is nothing but M square equals AI by AO. That is one formula. I was telling it, I didn't give AI. That is magnification of that AO. M square is AI by AO. Okay, now M is nothing but, first you try to find out M. M is nothing but F by F minus U. See, we are using this formula only many times here. F by F minus U. F is minus 10 divided by minus 10, minus of minus, it will be plus 25, plus 25. You calculate M first. M is nothing but minus 10 divided by 15. minus 10 divided by 15. It is nothing but minus 2 by 3. M is minus 2 by 3. AI by AO, AI by AO is nothing but 4 by 9. Come on, understand. Square of this means 4 by 9. AI equals AI, you have to write AI equals AO into 4 by 9. What is AO here? Come on, observe. AO here, it is nothing but, AO is nothing but, side is 3 centimeter. Side is 3 centimeter means it must be 9 centimeter square. Area of that will be 9 centimeter square into 4 by 9. Into 4 by 9. 9 cancels. Answer is 4 centimeter square. Answer is 4 centimeter square. But here in the beginning only, I'll tell you, you could have rejected this and this because you are taking beyond C. When beyond C means you will get image between F and C. It will be smaller in size. When I say this is 9 centimeter square, you can never expect 16 and 36. You can remove that. These ideas we'll be telling later. And it can be 4 or 6. If I had given one more option as 9 centimeter square, I would not have calculated. I would have taken answer as 4 centimeter square directly because it is beyond C. It must be smaller in size. But you have got 3 means 9 centimeter square. You cannot get 9 centimeter square. 16 ruled out. This is 36 ruled out. Then answer would have been 4. Why we have calculated? Because 6 and 4, we don't know whether it is 4 or 6. So we have calculated. But here, even though I can give the answers directly, I'm telling how to get the answer also. That is also important. Okay. Now still next. Oh, okay. Okay, next. It is a convex mirror of focal length 10 centimeter is placed in water. The refractive index of water is 4 by 3. What will be the focal length of the mirror in water? Say when a convex mirror or concave mirror is kept in water, its focal length will never change. Lenses, it changes. Remember, lens kept in water, focal length changes. But convex mirror and concave mirror, curvature doesn't change here. And so medium, we are not taking refractive index concept only. So it remains same. What is the answer means? It is 10 centimeter only. Answer is just 10 centimeter. Okay. So now next question. Next it is very good question again. This is very good question. It is like a candle flame 3 centimeter is placed at a distance of 3 meter from a wall. How far from wall must a concave mirror be placed? Concave mirror be placed in order that it may form an image of flame 9 centimeter high on the wall. Note, this is not that easy. There is a wall here. Okay. You have kept is placed at a candle flame has been kept at a distance of 3 meter. At a distance of 3 meter, you are putting one candle flame. One candle flame you are putting. Now, how far from the wall must a concave mirror be placed in order that it may form an image of flame 9 centimeter high on the wall? 9 centimeter high on the wall we are telling. Okay, here focal length and those things, nothing they have given, only the distance of candle flame of 3 centimeter height. This height is 3 centimeter, and so you have to get 9 centimeter height. Magnification we know, only magnification we are aware. That is 3, this is 9 means magnification is 3. Okay, concave mirror means it will be -3. Inverted image you will be getting. That is a different thing. So now let me say concave mirror somewhere here I am taking. Concave mirror I am putting here. Note down this. Concave mirror we are putting somewhere here. I know this distance is 3 meter. I know this distance is 3 meter. Okay, that is 300 centimeters. In centimeters only I will take. Okay, now this is the wall. This is the wall here. Distance between wall and concave mirror, I'll take it as x. Note down. Then this distance must be x minus 3. Come on, you write first. That distance must be x minus 3. Nodre, either 3 meter, this is x I am taking, and x minus 3. That's it. Okay. So now further what to do now? I by O formula is I by O equals I by O equals minus V by U formula here. That is magnification formula. It is nothing. Then here, this I'll write it as minus 9 by 3. Why minus 9 by 3? 9 centimeter image is inverted. So it is minus 9 by 3 equals. Further what to write now? Minus of, come on observe, minus of minus x. V distance is minus x divided by U. U is minus of x minus 3. Say for this, for concave mirror, what is the object distance x minus 3? What is the image distance x? So minus of x minus 3. Isn't correct? Minus 9 by 3 equals minus of minus x by minus of x minus 3. This minus cancels. Then what are you getting means? Minus 3. This is minus 3 equals minus x divided by x minus that 3 is, I'll take it as 300 centimeters because answer have been given in 300 centimeters. Then this minus and this minus I'll cancel. I'll multiply 3 into x minus 300. 3 into x minus 300 equals x. 3x minus 900 equals x. Now that 3x minus x, that will be 2x. 2x equals 900 and x equals 450 centimeters. Check for it. 450 centimeters. Okay. I hope you're getting it. The questions will be like this only. I'm telling. I have not taken any very simple questions. I have not taken. It is almost higher level questions. You have to be prepared. That's the reason I'm telling. If you want the material, I'll be sending it. I told not only this material, some other material with solutions also I can send. You can contact. That is left to you. Okay. Now another important one. Observe this. A concave mirror of focal length, 100 centimeter is used to obtain the image of the sun, which subtends an angle of 30 degree. The diameter of the image of the sun will be diameter of the image of the sun. Say sun, the distance of sun is taken as infinity. See in mirrors and lenses, one more thing, you try to have a concave mirror or a lens of focal length 10 centimeter. I'll take focal length of 10 centimeters. Okay. This focal length is how much I'm telling? Just 10 centimeter I'm telling. When I say 10 centimeters, if I keep an object at some 50 meter distance or 10 meter distance, I'll consider it as infinity. Compared to this 10 centimeters, 50 meter distance is like infinity. We don't go for literal meaning. Literal meaning, where do you take? Object is kept at infinity. You can't keep the object out of the earth. If you are able to keep the object, it is not infinity, it is known. I hope you're getting it. Distance of sun is not infinity, it is known. Distance of any star, if you are able to find out the distance, it is not infinity. Okay. So now here, literal meaning is different. Here, for 10 centimeters, even some 20 meter distance, that is 2000 centimeters, can be taken as infinity. Okay, now sun is at infinity. Now let me say the image of the sun is formed here, very small diminished one. Now we say it is like this. This is P. It will be like this image. Now this distance is nothing but F. This distance is nothing but F. What is the diameter? Okay. So now here this angle has been provided. Angle is 30 degree. They are given this angle as 30 degree. Now you know probably this S equals R theta concept. When I take like this, say now this is O. This is one radius vector. This is radius vector has been changed from here to here by subtending some angle theta. I take this as S. This is R. What is S means? It is nothing but R theta. Here also approximately this is a small image you are getting. This distance is nothing but like S. This is like S. This is only diameter. That S equals here R theta. R is nothing but F. F into theta. That's it. F into theta. It is not exactly 30 degree. It is a mistake. 30 degree means it will be different. It is 30 minutes you take. It is not 30 degree. It is 30 minutes. Theta is 30 minute. So now get back. I'll show you how to calculate this. Okay. S equals F theta. F is 100 centimeter. F is 100 into theta is 30 minutes. 30 minutes means You know, 1 minute is nothing but 1 by 60th of a degree. 1 by 60th of a degree. And 1 degree equals pi by 180 radians. You have to convert it into pi by 180. Pi by 180 radians here. 100 into 1 by 60 into pi by 180. You have to do this calculation. Pi by 180. 100 into, that is 30 minutes. That is 1 minute is that 30 minutes means what can I write? 30 by 60. So this is 1 minute is 1 by 60. 1 degree is pi by 180 radius. 30 minutes means 30. 30 pi by this you cancel. So here 100 into pi by 6 and as well as 180 is there. Okay, now some rough calculations. So 10 pi by 6 and 18. How much you can expect? You have to do this calculation. 10 pi, or even you say little roughly if you want. Pi 3.14. I'll make it as 2. 2 times I'll cancel. This is 5 times I'll make it. And so this is like 5 by 18. 5 by 18 means 0.18. How many times? 18. You try to work out. So this is 100 into 30 by 60. Okay. I made a mistake here. 1 minute. 30 by 60 means that is 3 by 2. 3 we are not considering. Okay, here 100 into, this is 3 by 6 is half. That is 2 into pi by 180. That's it. Pi by 180. Now this 0 cancels. And so this is 5. Okay, fine. 5 pi. 5 pi by 18. 5 pi by 18 means around 15.7 you will be getting. Come on, 5 pi means pi is 3.14. 3.14 into 5. We will be getting 15.7. 15.7 by 18. Take it as 16 by 18. 16 by 18. It will be like 8 by 9. 8 by 9 means what do you get? Around 0.8 something. Actually 0.8 something you will be getting, because 0.98 is 72. 88 you will be getting, but you can take approximately 0.87. Quite a good question. Sun is at infinite distance. It forms an image at focus. This distance is 100. Theta is 30 minutes, because this cannot be 30 degree. 30 degree means, again you can convert it. Theta is 30 degree. 30 degree you have to convert it into radians. But it is a very small, highly diminished image. Diminished image means the angle will not be 30 degree. It will be 30 minutes only. That is only a head graph. Okay. Just f theta. Concept is f, you know, theta 30 minutes. 1 minute is 1 by 60. Half a degree. Degree to radians, pi by 180. Okay. Just do that. And further. Next, this is also an important one. A thin rod of length f by 3 lies along axis of a concave mirror of focal length f. One end of its magnified image touches an end of the rod. The length of the image is. The length of the image. You should be careful and you have to do it. Okay, some this and 2 more questions we'll try to complete. Okay, here it is like one concave mirror. One concave mirror we are taking. When you say how many times I'm showing this, this will be f, and this is somewhere c. This is c. Okay, little even bigger I'll take. Wait a minute, because to show this calculations for you, I'll be taking a little bigger. This is f, and this is c. Okay, this is like this. One object has been kept here, almost like f by 3. Object length is f by 3. This is f 1, 2, 3. So this is okay. Here it is like, as I told earlier, this will be u1. I am taking this as u1. From here, this will be u2. u2. Probably you know this is kept at c because they are telling image one side. It will come like this actually. Image one side. It will be in this way. So now this is object. Object is touching the image means, say this distance is v2 I'll take. This distance is V2. You know, U2 equals V2. Idu U2. V2 will also form there only. Image of this object will be formed here only because it is at C. At C, when object is kept, where do you get the image? Image will also be at C only. Okay. Now, for this, you'll be getting somewhere here. This I have to calculate now. I'll take this as V1. Now, only I have to calculate V1. U1 is there with me, and I have to calculate V1. What is U1 now? Say from here to here, illinda ilge 2F. Howda? That is 2F. R equals 2F. From here to here, it is F by 3. This is F by 3. Then what is U1 means? U1 is nothing but 2F minus F by 3. 2F minus F by 3. It is nothing but 5F by 3. So now I'll remove this. So you have this idea. 5F by 3. I don't know V1. I have to calculate. Next, what is the idea? You know, what is the length of the image means? V1 minus V2. V1 minus V2. V1 minus V2. V1 is, you are going to calculate. V2 is nothing but 2F only. Because V2, it is here only. So it is 2F. Now, I'll just do the calculation. Now it is U1 I have, and I have to find out V1. What is the formula I told? Don't go for again 1 by F equals 1 by V plus 1 by U. V1 equals UF by U1F by U1 minus F. This formula you try to use. Minus 5F by 3. Minus 5F by 3 into F. Into F. Divided by minus 5F by 3. Minus 5F by 3. Say that will be minus F. Okay. Minus 5F by 3 into F divided by, this is minus F. What do you get to check it? Minus 5F square by 3 divided by here. 3 is LCM. 5F minus F. Minus 2F by 3. Minus 2F. No, minus F means, oh, minus F minus, I need not take. Let us check it. Minus 5F by 3 minus F. Minus F minus 8F you are getting. Minus 8F by 3. Now this is plus, it will become. And this will become minus F. Minus F means this will also be plus. 5F square by 3. This will be minus 2F by 3 you are getting. See, U1 is minus 5F by 3. And F is, for concave mirror, it is minus F. For convex mirror means that are taken in the same way. So division 3 cancels. 1 F cancels. You are getting minus 5F by 2. That is correct. Exactly. V1 is minus 5F by 2. Okay. V1 is minus 5F by 2. So now you try to have this. V1 is minus 5F by 2. This is not the end. Further, you have got. What is that means? What is the length of the image means? I told V1 minus V2. V1 minus V2. What is that V1 minus V2 means? Length of the image is V1 minus V2. Now distance wise, don't consider minus and all. 5F by 2 minus 2F. Minus, this is 5F by 2 is nothing but 2.5F minus 2F. It is, answer should be around 0.5F. 0.5F. 1 by 2F. Answer is 1 by 2F. Okay. So now just one more question. We'll stop here, and in the next class we'll talk about refraction. That is still more interesting. So just one more question, we'll complete. Just observe this. Just one question. So this is 20th. Observe this. A concave mirror is placed on a horizontal table with its axis directed vertically upwards. Let O be the pole of the mirror and C its center of curvature. A point object is placed at C. Point object is placed at C. It has a real image also located at C. If the mirror is now filled with water, the image will be. Okay. The image will be anywhere between C and O you will be getting. How is that? That I'll be showing. Observe this again. A concave mirror, this is a concave mirror, placed like this now. It is placed with its axis directly vertically upwards, Now, let O be the pole of the mirror. This is pole of the mirror. And C is center of curvature. Let me say this itself is center of curvature. A point object is placed at C. Point object is placed at C. When you place the object at C, you know it is very well, image will also be formed at C only. Now, if the mirror is now filled with water, if the mirror is filled with water, focal length doesn't change. But whereas this mirror appears to be, this lower part of the mirror appears to be raised. Means it cannot be at O. It will be just below it. Below it means it should be real and located at a point between C and O. Image will come down. Say this is the object. It is like this now. Okay. So from here in this it will be reflected. When it is reflecting, what exactly happens here is when it is getting reflected, it comes like this and again it will be bending. It will bend and it will come somewhere here. So what is the answer is image will be formed, real image only, and located at a point between C and O. Okay. You will correct. These are all quite important questions. Okay. Later we'll go ahead with refraction. Probably refraction and as well as refraction at spherical surfaces will be completing in a day. Okay. And then we'll go ahead with 18th question. Okay. 18th question. Say concave mirror of focal length 100 cm is used to obtain the image of the sun which subtends at an angle of 30 minutes. I told you it is not 30 degree, it is 30 minutes. Diameter of the image of the sun. This is not tough and other things are quite tough, but this is okay, not a problem. Sun is at infinity. So now this is the focus, let me say, this is the focus. You'll get the image here only. Image of the sun appears like this. Image of the sun will be here. The angle subtended is theta. This is theta. It is like S equals R theta. This diameter, because it is a very small image, this distance and as well as this distance are one and the same. That too, how it will be falling means it is vertically, that is perpendicular to its plane. So here, what I am telling, this distance is nothing but S. It is like S equals R theta. R is nothing but focal length here, R theta, and S is nothing but F theta. Actually, concept is over here. F is 100 centimeter. They had given 100 centimeter. Into theta is 30 minutes. 30 minutes. What I am telling, 30 minutes means it is nothing but 1/2 degree, half a degree, 0.5 degree. And again, 1 degree is, you have to convert into radians. 1 degree is nothing but pi by 180 radians. So what to write here is 100 multiplied by 30 by 60. Okay, 30 by 60. That is half a degree into pi by 180. That's it. Idin calculations madi barutte. Idenanta tough enilla. Okay. If you want 15th question, come on. Somebody has asked for 15th question. Okay. Now 15th. Nodi correct concentrate madi because we don't have much time. We can't explain every time again and again. A square of side 3 cm is placed at a distance of 25 cm from a concave mirror of focal length 10 cm. The center of the square is at the axis of the mirror. Say if this is the axis, center of the square, this is like a square I am telling. This will be at the axis of the mirror and the plane is normal to the axis. The area enclosed by the image of the wire. Okay. Here, I was telling already, it is like whenever I take a concave mirror, and focal length is distance of 25 centimeter from a focal length 10 centimeters. This is the idea, first idea, this is 10, this is center of curvature. Where you are keeping the object means beyond C. When you keep it beyond C, you should get the image between F and C. Image will be smaller. Smaller means, I told, reject these two. Any one of this. How to calculate that means you have to calculate m magnification. To calculate magnification, I told m equals f by u minus f. F by magnification, it is f by f minus u minus f in the other case. So it is f by u minus f. Okay, f is minus 10, u is minus 25, minus of minus 10, you are getting minus 10 by minus 25, minus of minus plus. So here you are getting this as minus 15. There's a concave mirror, you know, minus 10 by minus 15. How much you are getting means, wait a minute, u minus f again. It's correct only. U is minus 25, u is minus 25, minus of minus 10, you are getting plus 10, you are getting. Plus 10 means, I mean minus 15 you are getting. Note m equals f by f minus u. Wait a minute, again I made it. I told but I not changed it. M equals f by f minus u. F minus u. Minus 10 divided by minus 10 plus 25 you get. See, small changes, it will be different. Minus 10 by 15. Minus 10 by 15 means minus 2 by 3. What is that? Magnification. Okay. Aerial magnification formula is area wise magnification is AI by AO. Just like I by O. I by O is a linear magnification. AI by AO equals m square. Now here m is minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3 square is nothing but minus 2 by 3 square is nothing but 4 by 9. Okay, AI equals AO. AO is 3 centimeter side means side is 3 centimeter, it is a square. What would be the area of that? It will be 9 centimeter square into 4 by 9. So that is the reason I took answer as 4 centimeter square. Okay, this is the reason. Even solutions also I'll provide. I don't mind. With solution set I'll be giving. These are all quite good questions. You try to work out. Okay. That's what I told somebody to make one group and send it to me. And so I'll be sending the material to that group only. Not only this material, even first year material and all, I'll be sending it. Okay. Okay, now we'll stop here. And so thank you and have a nice day. And so